I think last year was a really challenging year, coming out of COVID, not knowing what to expect. There were lots of interruptions within the season. So I think for our younger players, we had a large first year cohort, which was our first year athletes, and our second year athletes had never played before. So I think it was a lot, not having the same kind of preseason and just jumping straight in, and it was very different. And so there was a steep learning curve for all of those athletes. And right when we, I think, hit our stride, then we had a huge pause, and it was kind of like starting back from scratch again. So it was really challenging, I think, in terms of development. I was happy with some of the progress that we made, and I was also, it was a hard way to finish the year, being right on the precipice of getting into the playoffs, but just falling short. But I don't think we were quite ready for that next step, and that's something that we have another big class this year, but looking to be more competitive heading into the regular season. One of the big phrases that we use with our team is "you win or you learn," and we had a lot of learning to do last year, unfortunately, and we've had that in the past with our program, where we've had to build up, we've had to develop, and then we got to a place where we went to the national championship. And for a lot of people, they thought, well, that's out of nowhere, but it was small incremental gains over time, and we're kind of having to build that back up again coming out of COVID. I'm really optimistic. I think we've got a great group, both of veteran players and some great young players that are coming into our program that are going to enhance our team. I know we're going to have a challenging year in terms of like wins and losses. It's not going to be easy. It's an ultra competitive league. I think we're going to have to scrap and claw and fight for everything that we get, and we're going to have to earn it. But I'm excited about the challenge that brings and what we can learn this year. A bit of kind of the motto for us is that we have to be about sandpaper and skill. So we have to have that sandpaper and that grit and determination in everything that we do, and how we play the game and how we approach the game and approach school and life. And then we have to learn how to play with the skill required to be a top team in this league. We've got some really experienced blue liners that have come a long way from a few years ago when we were at the national championships, and they bring a lot of experience and they're ready to take on a big load. So Julia McLennan, the Ricker Singh twins, Ava and Elena, I think they're going to eat a lot of minutes for us. And Sarah McLennan is also going to be a big factor for us. And then we've got some young players that are going to add to that. And up front, I think, Brooke Anderson is going to shoulder a lot of the load offensively, our team captain, and then Taylor Coward. And then we have some returning players that are, third year, but really in their second year, that are going to also play a big part of it. We've got an exciting, talented young goaltender in Emma Wedgwood who will compete for playing time, and I think adds a lot of competitiveness to our team and within our goaltending core. And I think our goaltenders have really responded overall in the preseason, all of them, to what we asked them to, which is amazing. I think up front we've got some really talented and skilled players, some that are, power forwards and some that are, smaller but speedy. And so Alexa Giantsopoulos, I think, has a lot of skill and talent. She's, a big player with a big shot and lots of amazing individual skill. I think Jennifer Shaw, Natalie Mamone, they bring a lot of speed. And I think we have, tremendous depth within those young players that are joining our team. So looking forward to seeing, what Abby Hicks will do on the back end, and looking forward to seeing, some of our other young players, Courtney Bays, what they're going to bring and how they're going to add to our lineup. One of the other, exciting players up the middle for us is Lola Massey. She brings a lot of speed and determination, and she comes from a really strong program out in Okanagan, the Okanagan Hockey Academy. So really looking forward to see how she's going to develop over the course of the year.